come now I'm not getting that same error we were getting before? Just because we made a new one? What? Are we looking good now? Nope. I don't know if Trevor knew what he was talking about.
Really?
Because we literally didn't do anything and it just worked.
So it's working now?
Yeah, we're live.
Were we not live that whole time?
No, not the whole time. It was all recorded.
Quick stretch warm up. Quick stretch warm up. Go, go. Hey! Go. Quick stretch warm up. Quick stretch warm up. Quick stretch warm up. Get ready. Get ready.
All right, welcome back to the Game On Live studio broadcast. Thanks for being patient with us here. We had a little bit of technical problems, but the great crew of Thomas, Nate, and Jonas helping us out, continually working hard to figure it out, and looks like we're slowly getting it set up and working. So to give you guys a quick little recap as to what happened first half. Action-packed first half, perhaps to take advantage of their athleticism. They poked a couple holes in the Utah defense, but unfortunately we're only able to do it once, breaking through with some great offloads and put it down towards the end of the first half. Utah, however, has been the dominant force with their large forward pack and hard running, requiring 2, 3, 4 Utah State defenders to bring down each Utah Ute runner. So Utah firmly in command here with a score of 24-5. We saw 2 yellow cards, one for repeated offense of a high tackle, and then another yellow card for talking back to the ref, one on Utah State early in the first half. Fireworks, just as much action and just as much drama as Utah State out here. Looks like they're amped, ready to go, ready to continue to attack with their usually conditioned and athletic bodies. And Utah continually being well coached, well drilled in their locker room, going over the game plan as they continue to come out here. We did have an unfortunate injury to one of the Utah Utes. The prop, Sam Belcher, suffered an injury halfway through the first half, and he was replaced by number 17, Ian Taupulelu. Again, sorry if I mispronounce any names. Doing my best. But again, Games on Live Studio doing some great work bringing this game, bringing this great feature presentation on this Friday night and here in cold, chilly, windy Herriman, Utah, against the University of Utah Utes and the Utah State Aggies. 24-5 first half score, going 2 minutes into 2 minutes left in the halftime to start off an exciting second half.
Seems pretty good, actually. Okay. I think we're good. Sorry to all of these boring fans too.
And here we are, back for some more action. Utah with their great coaching staff, great alumni coming back to continually refine and bring up these great athletes to become great rugby players. Great into the second half.
Numbskull.
Ball not straight, thrown in by the Utah Utes. Utah State Aggies with the opportunity to now get the ball and hopefully get some points on the board early in this half to try and close this gap. Once you're behind against Utah, very hard to surmount that challenge as those big bodies create a defensive wall that's hard to overcome. But Utah State with a great feed, passing it out to the backs, looking to continue that going. Continue to feed it out wide, out to the fullback, the wing. Eventually brought down. Great defense there by the Utes, slow playing that on the outside. But again, onto the side, did not come in through the gate. He was a tackler, but came in from the side. He has to reset back onto his side before he can go after the ball. Did not do that, so Utah State now gets the ball. Had a couple challenges getting it into touch in the first half. Doesn't seem to be a challenge here.
Look out for that
Great
cord.
kick.
Thank you. You're welcome. Oh, it would have been bad.
As the Utah State Aggies
Jonas,
again
we need
look
you.
to continue to advance.
Oh, yeah, you did, actually. No, you can do
If
that
you
then.
missed the first half of this game, it will be online right after this. It was action-packed. 2 yellow cards, multiple tries, good hard running by each team, great defensive stands. Highly suggest you go on there and get that as Utah State bounces that back out to their backs. Looking to, again, exploit that speed. Utah up quick in defense, but Utah State has that speed. He cuts it back inside, takes a couple Utes defenders with him, brought down at midfield. Looks like one of the centers for Utah got a little bit of an injury there. Gets up to be walking back. Utah State now on the attack, kicks it into touch as they look to slowly march their way back up the field. Utah, though, doing well to keep the ball in front of them, slow play that on defense. They've been really good to defend that. Utah State looking to use their speed out wide, but Utah aware of that, well coached, well drilled to be aware on that on defense and keeping everything right up in front of them. Utah State now with the full line out. Going into the front pod, great defense by Utah to kind of disrupt that, make it dirty. But Utah State brings it down, reset. They go out to their backs to run that play that they had set up off the line out. The center with a little bit of a fake, looping around wing. Great little play there by the fullback, feeds it out wide, good draw and pass. Unfortunately, the ball goes to ground. No knock on, but the ref is playing advantage as he double blows the whistle. Looks like he might have another talking to, or at least wants to talk to his assistant referee there on the side, see what exactly was going on. Didn't see something that he didn't like. As they take some time to quickly look at that. Utah State coming out with some fire in the second half. Utah seems to be on the back foot. Was the exact in the first half, no wrap tackle there, so wants to get ahead of this in what surely is a fiery rivalry game. Already 2 yellow cards, so the ref going to make sure that discipline is paramount and he keeps control of these tempers and make sure that nothing gets too out of control. Utah State now slowly working up set piece after set piece. Not a whole lot of phases being put together here, but might play to the strong suit of Utah State as they go to the front pod, brought down. Scrum half there, barreling in to grab the ball. One pass, gets it out wide, looking to get it out wide even more to some speed. Unfortunate passes behind, goes to ground. Utah defense all over that. Utah defense is fierce and fiery. They are aggressive as can be, off the line quick. Hard for Utah State, looking to use that athleticism, catch the Utes off guard. Gain some good meters there, and a double whistle again goes into his pocket. Not happy with the breakdown being played in the first half so far in the first 8 minutes. Reaches into his pocket, and that's a yellow card. The yellow card in the first half for Peyton Fontaine seems to be expiring now. As soon as I get this number, I'll let you know who that was carded. But the ref, again, looking to keep control of this game. That was the other flanker, Ethan Cherney, who was carded for that. So 10 minutes for him in the sin bin as Utah State goes through some phases. Looking to draw in some of those Ute defenders, keep that size in towards the center as they look to use their speed on the outside, quickly passing it down the line, quick passing. Nothing going, so decides to take it into contact. Utah defense holding up strong. They go weak side. Not a lot of support there. A lot of Ute defenders brought down easily as they again begin to recycle. Utah State Aggie driving through, keeps driving those legs. Eventually we're in the original ruck, back onto that new ruck for a new platform. Go weak side again, another lone runner, but he powers through and touches it down. A little bit of a risky play there, reaches, stretches, touches it down. And that's a try. Utah State's well represented here with a pretty good fan base. Good little turnout here for both teams. So love to see a nice crowd-packed rivalry game. And Utah State out with some action, trying to close this deficit a little and keep this game close. Again, great to see 2 Utah-based teams doing well to keep their programs alive as 10 looks to take this kick back parallel from where it was placed on the ground. kicks it. Not a lot of height. Barely misses it out to the left. Score is 24-10. Great to see two local Utah teams continue to build on their programs, get a little bit more of a stable system going with some great coaching staff being put in place, some great recruiting. Utah doing well to recruit outside of state as well as in-state. They're continually posting of some great players being recruited onto the team. So expect Utah to continue to grow and continue to build an awesome program that will surely be a powerhouse here in no time. And Utah State, as always, a reliable athletic team, continually working to build on that and get some players up north and build out some local talent up in Logan. Great high restart by Utah. Great take by the Aggies, though. As Utah State now looks to recycle. The 9, however, is just mauled by the Ute defense as the Aggies fight to keep control of that ball. Pass out to the forwards. Unfortunate miss there. Another double whistle by the ref, seeing something he just does not like by the Utes. Might be a late hit. He reaches into his pocket again, and that's another card. That's another yellow card. It looks like it might be a no-wrap tackle. He already spoke with somebody at the beginning of the second half. Might be a different player, but two talking tos early in the second half doesn't bode well there. Two Ute players out for 10 minutes, pretty close to each other. So there's going to be 6-7 minutes, 13 on 15. Utah State will hope to take advantage of that with their speed, already taking advantage of some of the gaps in the first half. The Ute defense will have to be strict in keeping in their line, coming up together. Their back three will be placed under a lot of work, so expect to see a lot of shifts and movements. Sure, the Utah coaching staff is all over on top of that. See them yelling out instructions to their back three and to their captains and their more veteran players to make sure that everyone understands the importance of defense. So should be an exciting couple minutes here. See if Utah State can take advantage of the two-man overlap, score some points, and keep this game close and exciting. Utah State kicks it out, gains a couple meters. As again, I believe that was two Ute forwards that are out, a prop and a flank. And I believe one of them was the prop that came in for an injury. So Utah State brings the ball down, goes forward, looking to run through some gaps there. Good little gain there. Got some space on the wide here. They've got a couple players there driving forward. Bad handling there. Doesn't keep the ball secure. So the Utes have the ball inside the Aggie half. See if they're able to take advantage of that. If the Utes are able to score down two players, that will be huge for not only momentum, but building on that lead. And when those players come back into the game after serving their time, big hit there. But looks like that wasn't a wrap, so it might be a yellow card to the Aggies as he takes some time, talk to the AR. Again, expect nothing less from a rivalry game with the Utah State Aggies and the Utah Utes. As he summons up the captain and the player at fault, reaches into his pocket, yellow card. Or yellow chip, looks more like. Not really a card, quite a small one, but that's 10 minutes. So 5 yellow cards in total in this game. I don't think I've ever seen a game that much, but Utah tries to kick it out, misses. Great running kick there, keeps the ball in play. Going back, fullback, lots of space to attack. Nice little step there, nice step again. Little movement, Runs behind one of his own players, stays in bounds. Great athleticism there. Doesn't roll out as Utah now is attacking on the front foot, 13 on 14. Great bounce by that large prop by Utah. Run through, and that is huge for Utah. Being down a player, scores a try, gains some yardage, jumps on the snow, makes a snow angel. Having fun. What else can you do when it's cold? Sam Belcher with a great try. Sure, he's going to need some oxygen after that one. Cold as well. Get him some oxygen, get him a sweater, get him some water, some hot chocolate as well. Help the man out. Again, just a quick recap, 5 yellow cards in this game. That is more than I think I've ever seen in any rugby game. So lots of intensity, lots of hard tackling, lots of chirping back and forth. The ref trying to stay on top of it, but what else can you expect from a great couple of teams, some great athletes, some great competitors out here having fun in the cold. Keeping this great fan base that's out showing up, entertained. As an unfortunate miss there, goes wide right. Ian Wormer doesn't strike that one very well, but Utes are still up 29-10 with 25 minutes left in the half. Looks like there's still a couple minutes left on the first yellow card of this half. Ethan Cherney still has some time to serve on his penalty, and the restart with this wind slowly picking up, drifts back almost to the midpoint line, and the Utes will opt for a scrum with 2 of their forwards missing. As Sam Longy comes on, he was injured in the first half, but they need a prop to go on in order to scrum. They can't bring on his replacement, so quite an interesting little thing here. They have to bring on a prop because one of the yellow carded members was a prop. So they'll bring out a back in order to bring in Sam Longy, who was injured halfway through the first half, was replaced. The player that replaced him was yellow carded, so he's back on the field now. The back comes off so that he has time. Next dead ball, the back will then go back on, and Sam Longy will come back out. Just an interesting little thing there, because scrummaging is a critical and important feature of the game. Safety is paramount, so best to have players that know how to scrum are in there. So scrums are a little bit lopsided there, not a lot of players. Little scrappy defense there, but intentional knock, and it's a penalty to the Utes. As Cherney served his time, is back on the field, number 7. As the Utes will look to gain some territory now with the numbers matched up, 14 on 14. And looks like the ball barely gets out of bounds, just outside of the 22, with a great attacking platform. Everything lined up and ready to go, so should be an exciting remainder of this half. Utes now with a 5-man line out. They've been going to the middle of the pack. Sam Longy stays in. Ball not straight. It's a little bit of an error there by Cherney. Sam Longy stays in, and the wing that they brought out to replace him is staying out. So numbers are remaining 14 against 14. We got a substitute going in. Gennaro Viorillo is replaced by Gianni Coraki. Again, apologies on the mispronunciations of the name. I didn't have the sheet to show how they're pronounced, so trying my best as I read them as I go. Utah State now with the put in. putting all their backs on the left-hand side there, feeding it in. Might look to go straight to the out in the back, trying to, again, exploit these numbers of their backs with the Ute wing out. Might have a little bit of advantage there, but staunch defense by the Utes as always. As, again, the Aggies look to feed it out wide. The ball goes a wire. Knock on. And the Utes take advantage of that. And a great run here. Oh, but tries to offload it right into the hands of the Aggies. But looks like the Utes keep possession of it as they keep powering forward. Again, the Utes hard to stop down there in the try zone. And that's a try. And that looks like it might be, I can't see their number, it might be Cherney who scored that. Or it might be Peyton Fontaine. Looks like that was Peyton Fontaine that scored that one. Served his time, thought about it, was determined to come out and make an impact, and did exactly that. Peyton Fontaine, actually a local grown hero here in Herriman, Utah. Went to high school at Herriman, played for the great Herriman Mustangs rugby team, and now he's at the Utes.
Look out for that cord. Do not trip on that cord. We would not want any.
Ian Wormer now lines up his kicks. He's about 50% on his kicks today. Hopefully we'll slot this one through and we'll build on that lead. As he just brings it to the left a little bit, not able to bring that ball through those uprights. And it looks like we might be close to the end of the time served for one of the yellow cards for the Utah prop, Ian Taupuleu. Aggies here set to restart and go straight out. So that's either option to have a line out or midfield scrum, and Ian's yellow card is over, so now Utah has the player advantage. 14 on 15. Aggies were not able to take advantage of that 13-15 two-man overlap while they had it. Unfortunate for them, but Utes were fortunate to keep that defense strong and score a couple times while being down a couple men. So great work by the Utah Utes, and unfortunate for the Aggies, as the Utes now split up their backs, 3-on-3 on each side. See what they're going to do here. Looks like an 8-man pick out to the right. The fly half comes over from the left-hand side. Unfortunate handling error there. They had a little bit of an overlap. Aggies weren't really set up to defend that well. So consider themselves lucky. A quick pick by the scrum half to nowhere. There was not a whole lot of defense there. Aggies over the top, slowing down the ball, but not able to create a penalty. As Peyton Fontaine breaks the line and goes down. Utah Utes now looking to recycle quick. Nice long pass out to the forwards, charging onto the ball. Gained a couple meters. Again, these hard-running Utes, hard to bring down on initial contact, so the Aggies have to commit a few players to bring them down. As again, another high tackle. Looks like the refs got an advantage playing there. See what the Utes can take advantage with that. As the Utes, again, keep it with their forwards, running hard onto that ball. Great go-forward ball by the Utes. Great patterns, great setup. Really well structured here for the Utes. As they feed it out wide, they had an overlap, but they cut it back inside. Unfortunate there, the wing probably would have been through to the try line. But they slowly recycle, make sure that the platforms are set up for an attacking lineup. Unfortunate handling error there, but it went back. The ref not calling a knock-on. Huge overlap, 4-on-1. Scraping defenders for the Aggies. Keeps the ball, however, plows through them. Gains a couple meters. Goes down. Utes looking to reset that. Ball goes out. Fend. Not a lot going on there. As the Utes now have another overlap, but a little bit of a dummy. Keeps the ball. Penalty. Looks like we have offsides as the call against the Aggies. Let's see what the Utes decide to do here. I wouldn't be surprised for a scrum since they do have the numbers, they do have the power. But looks like they might just go straight for a tap, and they do. Keep it with their strong forwards. A little bit of a dummy there by a skillful 8. Powers through, dives over, beneath the posts. No call yet. Ball is being fed back. Trying again, and that is a try. Another try to the Utah Ute forward pack. They are just hard to stop with so much speed and power. Not easy for the Aggies to bring them down on initial contact. And the Utah Utes are doing well to play their game against the Aggies, making sure that the Aggies don't get the ball out wide or play to their strength, which is speed. The Utah Utes doing well to keep the ball with their forwards, keep the ball with their hard ball runners. And they're racking up the points now in the second half, 39-10. Should be an easy kick here as they chip it over. Slots it down the middle. With 15 minutes left in the second half, Utah Utes are up 41-10. Aggies now looking to restart this ball. Kicks it down just outside the 22. The Utes take it down. Quick pass. Smothered by the Aggie defense, though. Lots of space behind the Aggie defense. See if the Utes are looking to kick this behind. They do. But kicks it straight to the fullback. As he takes that well. He counter kicks it. Great little decision there. Finds some space. Bounces over the fullback. He's chasing it down. One-on-one quick step by the Ute fullback, gains a couple meters, great go forward ball, net gain of about 10 meters, so not a bad decision by the Utes there to play a little bit of a kicking game in this cold weather. Utes again keeping it with their strong power runners. Another kick by the Utes, finds some space to the left. Not well executed as again goes straight to the wing, but the Ute attack is right there. The Aggies though find some space. They might have some space on this outside. Great fend as he continues attacking. Great offload to the scrum half, who's quickly taken down by a strong, powerful Ute defender. Aggies now looking to attack just on the 22 of the Utes. Quick dummy there, but straight into the Ute defense. Again, great defense by the Utes, coming up hard in a line. Quick feedback. Oh, and a bumping, thumping tackle against the 9. That is rough.
That cord. Look out. Yep. Sorry, no, you're good.
Aggies now continue to build phases on. Looking to draw on some defenders of the Utes, but the Utes are staying strict in defense, really well drilled. Ball goes over the head, down to the feet of the Aggies. Great bump there. That was a rebound. Physicality being shown. Nobody's letting up, not even in the second half. This is some great rugby continually being played towards the end of the game. Tried to chip it over. Doesn't make great contact with it, so doesn't go where he wants it to. However, the Aggies get it back after a little bit of ball bouncing. Some different skills being played, different kicks, different thumping tackles, different bumps going on. A little bit of an offload there. My goodness. Everywhere you look, some action's going on. Sparks are flying. The Aggies now get the ball. Got an overlap on the left-hand side. See if they can recycle it fast enough. They keep the ball with the forwards, pick and go, gain a couple meters, get closer to the line. Again, another pick and go. Go over the try line, and it's a try. So the Aggies showing off a little bit of skills, a little bit of diversity in what they're able to do. Some chips, some bumps, some physicality. sending it back to the Utes. The whole game long, the Utes have been taking it to the Aggies with physicality, and that set of phases there, the Aggies, showing that they can be a little bit physical as well. So entertaining, fun to watch, some great rugby, and a try to the Aggies might be a little bit too little too late, as it's 41-15 now. See if the Aggies are able to score a couple times, but with 10 minutes left, might be too big an ask, and the Utes might have this away in a great in-state rivalry. But the Aggies aren't going to go down without a fight. They are putting up a great performance toward the end of this game. Love to see them fighting to the very end. That's what rugby is all about. Continually fighting. There's no letting up at all. No way to burn the clock. It's either score or get scored on. The Aggies understand that, and they're continually working hard, building up their physicality. So love to see it. Love to see the last 10 minutes of this game continue to show off some great rugby.
There's not really, because the console app is basically frozen.
That one is slotted through. Now 41-17 to the Utah Utes. Utes now taking their time, bringing the ball back up. Looking to restart this. Looking to end this game with a bang. Utah now still taking their time to reset this ball, burning some of the clock. Unnecessary. They have quite a lot of points and not enough time for the Aggies to make something up with it. So Utah now resets it. Another great restart, high and right where he wants it. Ute attack is right there, but the Aggies pick it up. Aggies now with another great attacking platform. If they're able to score quickly, and often they might have a chance, but they cannot dilly-dally around. They have to get right after it. But the Ute defense is too strong, too structured. It'll be hard for them to score quickly with such a great defensive team. Aggies passing it out wide, again looking to exploit some of that weakness on the outside. But the Aggies doing well with defense. Looks like we might have a kick being placed in by the fly half. Well covered by the Utes, though. Again, back three playing extremely well, not only with the kick defense, but actual defense of moving back and forth. The Aggies receive that, moving forward, brought down. Aggies didn't gain a whole lot of yards there with that kick, but lucky enough to get it back. Ute defense up hard, but high tackle penalty. No card this time, fortunate there, as the ref has been carding those recently with 5 yellow cards in this game. Some strong tackles by the Utes, but better offloads by the Aggies keeps them moving forward. Aggies now passing it out. Great offload there to draw him in, tackle. The Aggies now with some go-forward ball, eventually brought down by the Utes. Aggies now looking to quickly recycle, pass it out to the weak side. Great offloading ball. The Utes are over the top of it, though. Looks like they might have it, and they do. They poached that ball. They stole it. Great steal by the Utes there to get over that ball, but unfortunately, trying to get that ball back, knocked it on. So great steal, legal poach, great structure there to try and get over that ball and steal it, and they did. But in trying to get the ball back to their own team, unfortunately knocked it on, and the Aggies are continuing their attack. 7 minutes left in this game. Aggies are not going to be letting up anytime soon. Continually pushing hard, fighting hard, and keeping this game entertaining. Scrum down on 22. Aggies are playing close, not really spread past the midpoint line of the field. The Ute scrum, though, just completely blows them off, but penalty to the Aggies. Ref saw something he didn't like. Again, the rules of the scrum are complex and oftentimes not easy to see, but the refs are well trained and well versed in the rule book, so they're able to identify what might be looking like a dominant scrum for one team is a penalty and is awarded to the other team. Aggies now with the line out, looking to end this game off with a bang. See if they can put a quick try in and score another, close the gap, and the Utes with their great defense looking to hold them out and keep this score how it is with an impressive score margin. The Utes are hosting a really well-drilled, well-represented Grand Canyon University team next week, highly ranked and on a path to try and make a name for themselves up in Utah. So should be an exciting match there. The Utes playing against a ranked team, and hopefully can come out strong and represent the university well and play well. Aggies now with a throw-in. Misses everything and goes to the back. The Utes now take the ball down. Great offload by the 10. Feeds it off. Ball goes down. The Utes now probably looking to keep this ball in hand for a little bit. Might want to create a stable platform where they can clear this ball out. Gets up. Passes it to the forward. Back to the fly half. It's blocked though. Messing around with it. He doesn't catch it. Tries to kick it out. And the Aggies jump on it. Crazy turn of events there. Unfortunate as the Utah Ute 9 tries to pass it to the flanker. Flanker wants to get it to the fly half. It looks like that might have been the call to get it to the fly half initially the entire time. So little mistake there. Tries to kick it, gets blocked. Doesn't go ball into hand. Tries to kick it out instead, but misses everything. And the Aggies are fortunate enough to jump on top of it. Again, might be a little bit too late, but great, exciting end to this game. Love to see it, fighting to the very end. The Aggies representing themselves well, played really hard, trying to play to their strengths and doing well with that. But the Ute defense, the Ute size, the Ute power, too hard to stop, especially when they get down by the goal line. But great points by both teams, looking to build off this going forward. The Utes looking to build on that for their game next week against Grand Canyon. Should be a great matchup as the Aggie takes this kick, misses it just low with 3 minutes left in the game. Score now 41-22. Utes now looking to restart this kick. Kicks it deep, trying to get some territory so the Aggies don't have an opportunity to come and score some more points. Aggies probably want to end this game with even more of a bang. Great offload there, running down the sideline, doesn't have enough space, gets pushed out into the snow pile. Must be cold. Aggies looking to quickly go, but Utes are inclined to slow it down a little bit, take their time. With only 2 minutes left, looking to take their time. Utes missed the line out, ball goes rolling around. Ball is placed down now. Utes with an attacking platform. Send it out wide. Utes now looking maybe to score some points of their own and end this game on a high note for themselves. Go piling over. Utes, again, hard running by the forwards. Impressive running as go-forward ball. This is going to be hard for anyone to stop, such large bodies. High tackle there. No call by the ref, though. Looks like it wasn't too egregious. Looks like it was a knock-on by the Utes. Aggies now have some attacking opportunity. With only a minute left, each team probably scrambling, looking to score the final points of the game. Aggies looking to attack. Great thumping tackle there by the 8-man. Solid tackle, great form. Tries to step, loses his footing. Utes are over the top of it, doesn't release. And there's a penalty, and that might be the game, as the Utes will take their time, slowly work on it. Penalty to the Utah Utes for not releasing, getting the ball over in time. Penalty on the Utah, an injury for the Utah Utes, however, as they're going to take some time, take a look at this injury, and that might take it to the end of the game, depending on how the ref has it in his watch. Again, he has the official time. We have 20 seconds here, but all in all, a great game being played, some great skills shown. Utah showing that they are well drilled, well coached with this new coaching staff. They've got the right pieces in place to make an impact. Really exciting to see them continue to build on that platform. Should be a great game against a ranked Grand Canyon University next week here at home. So expecting some great play by Utah to continue to build off this win and you continue to build on their strengths. Grand Canyon is a large team, a well-skilled team as well, so should be a great matchup, a close game, and hopefully Utah will come out on top there as the injured players slowly helped off the field. The Aggies will continue to play a couple games going forward as well. They play most of their games in the fall, so love to see them continue to play games into the spring, continue to play a beautiful sport that they love, and continue to grow a great culture in the state of Utah. Injured player now carried off. Looks like some of the players saying he was taking too long, so wanted to get him off sooner rather than later. As the Utes will look to get some mileage here with that kick into touch just outside the 22. See what they decide to do. Wouldn't be surprised if they try and score some of the points on their own, try and build on in an in-game practice to work on some of their game strategy for a big game next week. So expect them to try out some different strategies, some different set pieces, some different setups, and not end this game just by kicking it out. Love to see it playing to the very end. Great hard running here, straight up the middle. Great fend, great bumping off. Takes again 3-4 Aggies to bring him down. Quick recycle there by the Utes. Great overlap. Ball goes through the hands. A little bit of handling error. Unfortunate there. Had about a 3-on-1 and game ends on a knock-on. Great game by both sides. Utah State Aggies, University of Utah Utes. Final score 41-22. Again, Utah will be playing Grand Canyon University next week here at Herriman. Thanks again to Game On Live Studio. Great presentation, great production, and we'll see you guys next week.